Now this is a razor for women. Pretty obvious because it's pink, and this razor it's for men because it's blue. But is the color only difference here? Actually no. Look at the prices. Pink razor costs rupees 249 and blue one just 65. Same brand, same website, but women's razor are way more expensive. Well, that's unfair. Is a female razor better than male razor? No. It's exactly the same. You are paying more because it's pink and the fact that this product is made for women. And razor is just a tip of the iceberg. There's a list of such products which look and work the same, but it's expensive for women. Deodorant, for example, for women it costs rupees 188 and men for the same deodorant pay rupees 179. Let's look at clothes. Same brand. For women the price is 749 and the same t-shirt for men costs rupees 479. What about haircuts? Average cost of haircut for women is in between 500 to 1000 rupees. For men it's only 400. So the extra amount we are paying is pink tax. It might seem very small right now, maybe a couple of extra bucks here, some there, but if you calculate the whole thing, it comes up to rupees 1,68,275 per year. That's a lot of money to pay for being a woman. Wait, but is it a real thing?
Pink tax or gender tax is not an actual tax that is levied by the Indian government. It is merely a cost that is charged by manufacturers and marketers for products related to women. However, it is not impossible for the government to make regulations prohibiting gender-based pricing for similar products and essentials for both men and women. At the face of it, you're just paying a few bucks more for a product. Now, what's the big deal in that? But these products add up and the costs add up over a period of time.
And this is not happening just in India. It's happening all over the world. In Britain, women pay up to 100% more than men for identical products. In the US, women's clothes cost 4% more than men's. Even toys for girls cost 7% more than boys. Women's personal products cost 13% more than men. Surprisingly, women and men are not even aware of the existence of the term pink tax. A survey revealed that 67% of people have never even heard of this term. Interestingly, 93% of them feel that similar consumer products are charged at a higher price for women than for men. So when did we come to know? Expert?
Now, India was wholly unaware of the concept of pink tax until GST was introduced. GST was at a whopping 12% on sanitary pads, and sanitary pads was considered as a luxury item. Now, we live in a country where 4 out of 5 women have no access to sanitary pads. So it doesn't make any sense that the government decided to increase the price of sanitary pads by taxing it so heavily. After a lot of activism in India, which continued for months, now tax on sanitary pads has been removed and it's 100% tax exempt in India.
Even medicines for women cost more than men. Women pay as much as 40% more on minoxidil, which is a medication used for the treatment of high blood pressure and pattern hair loss in males and females. From reproductive health issues and concerns including birth control, fertility and menopause to chronic health problems like heart diseases and cancer, getting and staying healthy can be very expensive for women. Women face unique health issues and concerns throughout their lives, and the medication required to manage them and stay healthy can be an additional manifestation of the pink tax. Now, let's look at why this is unfair. Combine this with the fact that women often earn less than men do in the same job. This can be around 20% less on an average. There is a gender pay gap across professions, from movie stars to farm laborers, which is weighted against women. Additionally, they often end up paying more to use the same product that men use. Less income and more expenditure, basic maths, isn't it? But there's a way out.
Women these days are into charcoal masks and men are into floral scents. And it is a myth that men too are not into grooming. So how can you beat this gender-based pricing? One way to combat this discrimination is to be aware that it exists and spread this awareness. 2. Always reach out for gender neutral products whenever you can. 3. Try and buy products for their utility and not for their packaging. Hold these companies which have huge gender-based price disparity accountable. Talk about them, write about them, and tweet about them. I hear companies really listen to tweeters these days. And 4, there are many companies which have gender-neutral prices, so support them and shop from them.
So stay aware, blue can be the new pink. Give it a chance.